This is TechCrunch. While many tech companies are mandating that their employees return to their offices and putting an emphasis on building in-person teams, they are also turning in droves to Latin America to find developer talent, especially for post-training AI models. Revelo, a full-stack platform of vetted developers in Latin America, is seeing a new surge in demand for engineers that can help with LLM training, Revelo co-founder and CEO Lucas Mendez told TechCrunch. Revelo has more than 400,000 developers on its platform and facilitates the hiring and payment process for its U.S. customers. Mendez said this recent surge of demand for Revelo's talent is driven by the next phase of the AI revolution, post-training LLMs. There's a race for data, and especially expert human data, that can actually help LLMs be better at very specific, high-value tasks, Mendez said. Coding is one of those tasks, and what happened last year is that we saw a surge in demand from companies building foundational models that are looking for engineers that can be effective experts and that can provide that human data to help their LLM code better. LLM training hires accounted for 22% of Revelo's revenue in 2024. Mendez added that often this demand looks like companies coming to them to find experts in specific coding languages to help fill gaps in the post-training they are already doing. Revelo is supplying workers to U.S. enterprises Intuit, Oracle, and Dell, among others, including nearly every major hyperscale AI provider. Revelo is not the only company looking to connect U.S. companies to programmers in Latin America. Other companies like Terminal, Tekla, and Near are just a few with the same goal. This demand for developers skilled in post-training is just the latest hiring trend that Revelo has been able to ride since it was founded in late 2014. Mendez said he launched Revelo alongside co-founder Lachlan de Crespigny because the war for talent was tight at the time, and they thought if they created a network of vetted talent in Brazil, companies would be able to find the talent they needed. The demand was there, and Revelo went on to raise more than $48 million in venture funding from firms including Social Capital, FJ Labs, and Valor Capital Group. The company also expanded out of Brazil and into broader LatAm. The COVID-19 pandemic expanded Revelo's potential reach massively, Mendez added. All of a sudden, we started getting inbound from U.S. companies who suddenly realized that you can actually have really high-quality distributed teams and have some of those engineers in Latin America, Mendez said. So what would happen usually is that they would hire one or two and really like the quality, and especially the quality-cost trade-off, and say, hey, I want more of these. Where do I find them? While the rise of distributed and remote work has largely started to fade as companies return to in-person work, Revelo has still managed to keep growing. Mendez joked that he hates to be the guy that goes against the buzz, but the demand for their LatAm talent has not diminished despite tech's movement back to the office. Mendez said he thinks that the demand from U.S. companies for these developers in Latin America has remained because these developers fall more into the near-shoring category of workers outside the U.S. as opposed to offshoring. He believes the fact that Revelo's talent is located in the same time zones as their client companies makes these hires a lot more attractive. Revelo is seeing enough demand that it has acquired 5 other competitors focused on LatAm talent in the last 30 months, including Alto and Pertiza, which were announced in March. We're building that global talent backbone for the age of AI, and there will be more acquisitions in the future, he said.